If you ever doubt whether or not torture is acceptable, just look at how the 8 best special forces in the world train. 8th in the world, JW Grom, Poland. It's clear you haven't heard of JW Grom if you think Polacks are slow. The Polish Special Military Unit is one of the strongest special forces teams in the world, and the US calls them when they need help. There is something going on behind enemy lines that they want to keep quiet and secret. JW Grom is an expert in stealth operations and has been involved in many high-profile domestic and international missions. I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard of JW Grom because they usually work in the shadows and go through a very tough training program that includes escape and evasion survival. Fight terrorists and take hostages, get help. Lessons, but the hardest part is combat diving training. During this exercise, a soldier has to be able to hold his breath for up to 2 minutes in freezing water while doing different tasks and even fighting. Needless to say, not many people are willing to go through what is basically torture to become one of the best soldiers in the world. They are also not allowed to drink alcohol or get into fights outside of work because of their specialized training. Because of this, the Polish government made sure to keep them under control. The whole unit is made up of only 1,500 people, but they are fully armed with specialty weapons like night vision gear, grenades, flashbangs, breaching tools, and more. Their favorite weapon is the Polish-made FBMSBS light assault gun. This gun is an all-in-one rifle because it can be changed to fit the task by adding or removing different parts. For example, the barrel length, caliber, and accessories can all be changed. The unit also has a Coke MP5 submachine gun and Glock 17 and Glock 19 handguns with a bear claw gun, the Remington 870, and the Beret M82 sniper rifle. JW Grom is not a joke at all. They are a highly trained, specialized military force that is both deadly and sneaky. The fact that they aren't as well known as some of the other groups on this list is just a testament to how well they do as a covert fighting force. Force working deep behind enemy lines, but they still have a long way to go to reach the Russians, who are their main enemy. Alpha Group Russia, number 7 Alpha Group Italia. It's not clear how strong Russia's forces really are, especially after seeing their military might in the war against Ukraine. But we can't forget about the best soldiers in the Russian army, whose motto is wherever Alpha Group appears, compromise stop. Yes, the main goal of this elite special unit is to kill, so it makes sense that their normal strategy is to shoot everyone, shoot some more, throw a few grenades, and then ask questions. This was shown when Chechen terrorists took over the Moscow theater in 2002. When the Alpha Group was called in, not only were all the terrorists killed, but also over 100 hostages were killed during the operation. This isn't the safest unit to call when you're in trouble, but it's the most effective when a threat needs to be eliminated naturally. It's not easy to join this military unit. Candidates must meet strict physical, mental, and intellectual standards and show exceptional skills in areas like marksmanship, hand-to-hand combat, and decision-making. Under pressure, they must also have no criminal records and be willing to go through extensive background checks. Once they are chosen, candidates go through an intensive training program that covers a wide range of topics, such as marksmanship, reconnaissance, hand-to-hand combat, explosives, and other specialized skills. Along with regular training like weightlifting, swimming, endurance, and strength, the training is meant to be hard on the body and mind. It's also meant to prepare candidates for the harsh conditions and high-pressure situations they may face as members of the Alpha Group. Combat in close quarters and other drills. The members of this elite force go through a lot of tough survival training, such as pain endurance hunting, making shelters out of nothing, and even performing surgery on themselves. Unlike the Russian army in Ukraine, the Alpha Group has the best weapons available in Russia. Their favorite gun is an AK-47 assault rifle, and they also have a PKM machine gun and a Dragon of sniper rifle. You won't like seeing the Alpha Group storming your place, but at least you'll see them before you get shot. That's not true of the Israeli Special Forces. Sayeret Matkal number 6 The Sayeret Matkal in Israel. The Sayeret Matkal Italy. If the world were a video game, Israel would be on the hardest level because it has enemies on all sides, a lot of internal fighting, and a place like Gaza where terrorists can grow. As you might expect, Israel is not the best place to be a soldier. However, the Middle Eastern country has responded to the threats from other countries by creating the elite Sayeret Matkal military force in 1949. Over the years, This highly trained unit has been involved in almost all of the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, most famous operations, such as the famous raid on Entebbe Airport in Uganda to free Israeli hostages in 1976, the killing of Abu Jihad in Tunisia in 1988, and the operation to destroy a Syrian nuclear reactor in 2000. As you might expect, the Sayeret Matkal is not the easiest group to get along with because they are all highly trained soldiers who go through rigorous training that includes physical fitness, marksmanship, direction, and how to stay alive. Training in urban warfare, counterterrorism, and taking hostages rescue unit members also learn foreign languages because many of their jobs take them to countries they don't know. The hardest part of their training is the exercises where they have to keep information from others. Usually, this is one of the last tests they have to pass before they can join the unit. During this test, each candidate is kidnapped by a team that uses physical and mental torture to try to break them. Few people make it through this part of the training. Those who do are tough, deadly, and have steel nerves. They usually use stealth tactics, so you won't see them before they shoot you in the head. I wonder what kind of bullet you'll get in the back of your head? Well, Sayeret Matkal's favorite weapons are a table assault rifle, an Uzi submachine gun, and imported weapons from the US like the M4 carbine and the M16 rifle. The weapons that Sayeret used at Matkal may have been different depending on their task and other things like the environment and the type of operation. One thing is for sure, they will be Krav Maga masters, and you won't like what happens. Even though they are very good at fighting and have great strategies, the Sayeret Matkal can't compete with the U.S. Army's military power, technology, and money. Navy SEAL Team 6 USA No. 5. If you ever wonder why the U.S. doesn't have a universal health care system, just look at their army. Without a doubt, the U.S. has the strongest military in the world, and they are home to Navy SEAL Team 6, also known as the U.S. Naval Special Warfare Development Group. Their main job is to fight terrorism and other enemy forces in unconventional ways. Obviously, you have to be more than a normal US fighter to join this elite group. It might also help if you're not a normal person, since their training program is said to be strong enough to beat even Superman. Those who want to be spirit candidates start with basic physical training. This includes intense exercises for building strength as well as amazing cardio to make the train ride even more exciting. If someone is chosen, they will be thrown into a pool of water with their hands tied behind their backs. They will then have to do a series of tasks using only their teeth. On top of that, they will be taught how to tie and untie different knots underwater without being able to breathe in between.